Hi everybody, welcome to Running True episode 15. How did we do last week? Well, pretty good actually. I'm back up. I needed 52 miles and I did 51. That's this week right here. How did I get to 51 miles? Well, part of that, a big part of it was doing a 22-mile run. And during the 4 hours that I had while I was running to think about the upcoming 50K, which is 31 miles. Yeah, I had 4 hours to think about running, and it was very bleak out there. Listening to a good book right now, All the Light We Cannot See, I think is the name of it. Really good book. But anyways, checked out from the library. But yeah, it was just really very bleak and very cold. And it was over 4 hours of my day was taken up by it. So I started thinking, do I really want to do a 50K? I put in most of the work for it. As you can see, I'm getting pretty close to it. But I started really thinking, why am I doing this? And a lot of this is because of what I have said that I was going to do it on this YouTube. But it's funny. In the past, I would train for 50K because I got a lot of a feeling of accomplishment from it. And I'm just not feeling it. And I don't know if that part of that is not having the weight loss that I would have had, that seems like I got before, actually looked like I was out running long distance. I'm not really losing any weight doing this, which is a very hedonistic or a very, I guess, shallow reason to run, but I'm not getting that kind of feedback. So anyways, I don't know. I'm really on the verge of like downgrading this to a 25K. I think there's so many things I'd rather be spending my day on than being out 4 hours. I wouldn't mind being out 2 hours running, but 4 hours, it's, I want to play my ukulele, I want to write, I want to paint, I want to work on my garden, all those things. And when I get back from running, I am spent. And there's really not a whole lot more I can do after that. So I really am thinking of pulling it back. And actually, it probably isn't that good for you to go run. I mean, that far, to run, that far. Running's good, as I've gone on and on about why running is good for anybody, especially people in any kind of transition. But just to say that I need to do this 50K, I'm not so sure I really need to do it, which is weird for me. I'm not a big quitter. Once I get started on something, no matter how ridiculous it is, I usually see it through to its very bitter, expensive end. So one of the things too is that I find that my energy level being really low and being really sore, and actually having part of my transgender transition is wanting to pass. And this last week I got SIR'd so much. I got SIR'd every place I went, especially at work. I can't blame people too much. I mean, I am wearing turnout gear, bunker gear. Although a couple weeks ago, I stepped off the truck on a MVA, and there was some guy there, and he goes, "Well, hello, my dear." And I thought, at first I was like, well, that seems patronizing. I thought, then it was like, yeah, that was patronizing. I think I've made it. But anyways, I would like to be able to have a little more strength to deal with it. It's kind of getting me down, and maybe running, spending almost all day running has something to do with that. I don't know. So anyway, so I'm dealing with that. And so I think what I'd like to do, if you have any ideas on what you think, should I continue with the 50K? I can do it. I'm at that point in my training where I can do it. It's going to be a long day. It'll be like 7 hours of running, probably 6.5 at least. I can certainly do it. Is it worth it? And I just kind of feel like there's other things I want to be doing, but I also said I was going to do it. So what do you think? Let me know in your comments, and I'll certainly read them. Thank you very much. This is well under 10 minutes because I'm kind of at a crossroad right now myself on running. And like I said last week before, as much as I've doubted doing this 50K, I've had nothing but it's been a hard thing to transition. It's been a lonely thing to transition sometimes. It's been a weird thing, and I know it puts people at ill at ease, but I've never regretted telling the truth on this. So thank you very much. Let me know what you think. 50K, 25K. All right. Bye-bye.